This story has to be one of the most embarrassing stories of my life.
Turn it up.
So this story took place in the fall of 2017. I had just graduated from high school and I was in my first week of college. Every morning before I would leave the house, I would pack like 2 to 4 bottles of water into my book bag because I worked out a lot and I always wanted to make sure that I was hydrated before going to school. And after my first class, I would go straight to the weight room. Bruh, on some real shit though, like pound for pound, I had to be like top 10, one of the strongest people on campus. No cap, bruh. Like, yo, that quarantine shit ruined everything. Like, bruh, I only weighed like 180 pounds, but I was swole. Feel me? I could squat 425 pounds, I could deadlift 450 pounds, and I could bench press 275. Bro, I was that guy, bro. A whole triple threat, bruh. But anywho, like I was saying, I would drink like 2 full bottles of water every day before going to my first class. Now remember, this was my first week of college, so I was still getting adjusted to the college life. So picture this. I'm in the car with my sister, and we're on the way to campus. She's driving, and I'm in the passenger seat. At the time, we lived like 35 minutes away from campus. And within those 35 minutes, I drank like 2, maybe 3 full-ass bottles of water. Bruh. And this is where the story really begins. So here I am, just chilling in the passenger seat, with a stomach full of water, just thinking about how lit this workout session after class was finna be. And during the entire ride to campus, I completely disregard the fact that at some point, I was gonna have to pee. A lot. Oh my gosh, bro. Like, every time I think of this freaking story, bro, it just makes me freaking cringe. Oh my gosh, bro. So we make it to campus, and I walk to my English class. Bro, I still remember what I wore that day too, bro. So imagine this. And keep this outfit in mind, as it was a key factor for the character development that was about to take place. Alright, so boom. I'm wearing gray sweats, a black Adidas track jacket with a black wife beater tee underneath, a black do-rag, a UPS hat that I got from Goodwill, and Tim's. Yes, bro, Tim's. In August. Bro, it was stupid hot that day too. But anywho, moving forward, I get to my first class and I go to my desk. Now in college, there are no assigned seats, but everyone has that seat that they've claimed is theirs at the beginning of the semester, and everyone knows who sits where. Now, my seat was special for 2 reasons. 1, it was at the front of the class, which made it easier for me to see and hear my professor. And 2, the girl that I had my eyes on, bruh, she chose to sit in the desk, which was right next to mine. For the purpose of this story, we'll call this girl Redbone. Bruh. Redbone was a light-skinned baddie, bro, and she had the sexiest voice. Like, bro, it was so freaking seductive. Like, her voice was just so freaking smooth. Like, I had never heard anything like that before. But anywho, I'm sitting in my desk, listening to music, waiting for my professor to arrive in order for class to start. A few minutes later, my professor walks in, and class begins. She gets to rambling, cite your sources this and plagiarism that. So about 20 minutes into the lecture, I start to feel a little pressure on my bladder. In my head, I'm like, class is over in like 50 minutes. I can hold it. About 10 more minutes go by, and I can feel that little bit of pressure that was on my bladder increase, to that normal amount of pressure that the average person feels, when they gotta pee. So in my head, I'm like, damn, I gotta pee. I think I can hold it though. Bruh. About 5 to 7 more minutes go by, and by this point, my bladder is probably like 60% full. My body temperature was steadily increasing. I had sweat beads on my forehead, and my hands were getting clammy. Like, bro, my hands were clammy as hell. Redbone glances over at me, and I could sense that she was wondering why I looked so tense and why my legs were shaking. Like, bro, I was shaking my legs, bro, because of how hard I was holding my pee. Now, let me remind you, I had on some hot-ass clothes, which was not helping the situation at all. The gray sweatpants, black Adidas track jacket, black wife beater tee underneath, black do-rag, a UPS hat on top of the do-rag, and Tim's in August, bro. And I know what you're probably thinking, you know, Kalen, bro, why didn't you just get up and go to the bathroom? Remember, bro, I'm fresh out of high school. And back in high school, you had to ask the teacher for permission to go to the restroom. And sometimes they say no. And if you left without permission, you could get sent to the assistant principal's office. And they would call your mama at work. And then you'd have to deal with the consequences when you got home. Because I was so used to the dumb rules of high school, I was hesitant to ask my professor if I could go to the bathroom. So about 4 more minutes go by, I felt a sharp pain in my kidneys and my bladder. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, it's like my bladder was telling me, look here, nigga. If you don't find a toilet within the next 5 minutes, I will end you. Bruh. I ain't want my bladder to sell me out, so I look at the clock on the wall. And I instantly get a pain in my chest, bruh. Like, bro, there was still like 11-7 minutes left in the class, bro. Like, as you could probably imagine, I was very concerned because I knew my bladder was about to fold on me. My bladder was about to give up on me. 2 more minutes passed, and I could feel my bladder giving up on me. I was hot as shit, and I was sweating a lot. My crotch had to be like 150 degrees, and I could feel the pee slowly but swiftly coming down my urethra. If y'all don't know what a urethra is, that is your pee tube. My underwear was damp, and I couldn't tell if it was pee or sweat. Bruh. I just assumed the worst, and I accepted my fate. I just told myself, you know what? I probably pissed my pants. I've soiled this seat with my urine. They just gonna have to get a janitor in here, bruh. Finally, I get the courage to raise my hand in front of the entire class, and I proceed to say, can I go to the bathroom? Bro, this was so fucking, bro, this was so cringe, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh. Y'all should have been there. Oh, so cringe, man. Bruh, I was beyond embarrassed. My professor then proceeds to say something along the lines of, this is college. You don't have to ask to go to the restroom. Then why the fuck? Bruh, she had the audacity to say that, bro. Why didn't nobody tell me this, bro? I would have been to the bathroom, bro. Like, oh my gosh, I was over here dying, bro. Anywho, after she says that, I pack up my book bag with a quickness. And I stand up. Bruh, I felt like everyone was just staring at my wet ass. Pause. And I proceed to the door, which was like 8 feet from my desk. I open the door, close it, and as I'm closing it, I look through the door window, and I'm cheesing hard as shit. Bruh. And Redbone looks at me, and she was laughing. Aww. I took it as an L and kept it pushing. I rushed to the bathroom. I dropped my book bag on this filthy yet clean restroom floor. I go to the urinal and I proceed to take the best piss of my life. Bro. After that, I investigate my underwear, and luckily, it turns out that I didn't pee on myself, but I was just sweating a lot from all the stress. Then I observed the back of my pants in the restroom mirror, and luckily, they weren't wet. They just felt a little damp to the touch from all the stress, you know, all the sweating. After that, I leave my little academic building or whatever, and I call my mom while she at work, and I'm just like, I gotta drop out of college. I gotta go to school online or something because I done peed my pants in class. And she's like, you peed your pants in class? And I was like, yeah, I think I did. I don't know for sure, but my underwear wasn't wet, but I just think the class thinks I peed on myself. And then she just like, did you or did you not? And I'm just like, I don't think so. She just like, get over it then, you know. So at first I was really thinking about dropping out of college because of that. But I just went home, slept it off, and got over it. Either that night or the next day, I get a Snapchat notification. Redbone managed to find your boy on Snapchat, and she quick added me. Obviously, I wanted her fine ass, you know what I'm saying? So I added her back. So moral of the story, if you're in class and you gotta pee, bro, fuck the rules, bro. Nobody cares what the teacher thinks, bro. Just get up and go pee. Because the consequences of you peeing on yourself are far more drastic than the consequences of them just sending you to the principal's office, bro. Thanks for tuning in to this story. Make sure to like, comment, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I you too. I'm out.